of towing.
Who wind down 44, kicking the door, you already know.
All right.
And
If
we
you join,
back.
we back. We back. If you joining us live, just read the title. Celebrities that don't support their fans back 100%. How the fans, how we support the celebrities. Like you put the celebrity in position. Without your support, the celebrity it becomes nothing. That's one part. It's a two-part live, and the other part is how designer companies we purchase all this designer and then we putting into their generational wealth, but they give nothing back to the consumer. So like, do y'all want to talk about it? Like, let's talk about it. Like, those of you that have an open mind and y'all understand what we saying, then if y'all do, and those are not, and you don't have to agree. You know what I mean? You could just be designing out, deaf over designer, and you love everything about designer. You don't even care. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I need that new Chrome Heart, man. I need them $10,000 jeans. You know what I mean? But what Chrome Heart doing for you? But anyway,
They could care less. They really could care less. But with this, on the celebrity end of it, as we the consumers, they provide whatever they provide. They consider their art a service, right? So we purchase the art, and usually when you purchase art, there's usually a return on it, right? When you purchase art, the value increases as time gets better. As time, like wine, it gracefully gets better over time. So when you buy the art, you know, are you getting a return on your investment, or you buying tickets to their concert, you're buying like I just think like with that, and that's why some of the reason why they took away CDs and tapes and all that stuff, because some of that stuff hold value. So um, over time, like I would drop I would drop some, but I ain't gonna drop it. But
no,
for
no,
people,
no, no. You have to drop it because it's. And if you join in live, I see 22 people in the building right now. Hopefully they gonna stay along. And I say hopefully. I appreciate all y'all that's joining live. Read the title. Um, Celebrities that don't support their fans, and please come in the comment section. You know what I mean? We gonna engage with you, and that's what we here for. Whether you agree or disagree, celebrities, um, you support their career, but do you feel supported back at you supporting their career? And also, designer part two question is designer companies. You pour into their companies. What's up? What's up? I see
so
33 VR. And you support their companies, but they do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting wealthy and generationals of wealth, but they do nothing. And I'm not just speaking of for each person in the village, because I'm even speaking about the communities, even speaking about the culture as well. You know, a lot of them are thriving off of our culture. For one, let's just speak about Fila, even though that's like outdated or whatever, but that's a Fila, the Fila brand was I'll say birthed within the 80s, early 80s. That rap and street culture pushed Fila up to where they at. You know what I mean? I had just recently had a meeting with Fila, and they were just telling me they didn't want to like do any business with what I was bringing business to them, and that they were going overseas. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, I really wanted to really like give them a piece of my mind. You know what I mean? Like, just to be honest, like I, I got to be honest. The first time, I had Fila head to toe, 1993, and I always watched my uncle and a lot of older cats. They had the Fila, so when I finally was able to purchase my Fila, I had Fila, and I actually got locked up. So like, me speaking about the culture, um, but what Fila did for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I supporting their thing. I wanna that wasn't a fault that I got, what I went through, but just supporting the culture. What do they do back for us? You know what I'm saying? And as a million billion dollar company, um, just speaking about that, but you could add on to that though.
they can do
Brazil.
is like, all right, so now we supported these different brands however we did, whether you worked your 9 to 5 or you was out there doing crime to commit for these clothing. You out there. We all was young at one point. We was doing things because we wanted some of these clothings that now what people want now. And it goes back into the celebrities too. But you never really see them go and do things for the community. Like, it's so many kids out here right now that need programs they can't even afford. It's they summer camp programs is it's like an all-time high right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to have the kids still active and communicating, going on trips, learning skills and stuff like that, that's stuff that could be funded by some of these celebrities or these high-end brands that could, kind of pour back into, or like a give back, at
You
least
know,
for like one time out of the year, like even if it's like a summer program or something like.
you know how much exactly. You know how much New Balance sell in the city of Baltimore? Like they really push the New Balance brand. Like that's they wear New Balance. Like they wear
Yeah,
like they wear so much New Balance. Like you just said, what programs that like I ain't hear nothing about nothing I'm pushing. And I'm just speaking about that city in particular. Just as well as them wearing Nike boots. That's between the DMV area, DC, Baltimore. They into the Nike boots. They support that heavily. Like made it a name state. What
right.
do they do for the community? Let's also add in the Michael Jordan brand. Within the last years, we've been seeing an influx of people dying, fighting over being on lines just to get the Jordan brand, Air Jordans. And they'll spend whatever just to get Air Jordans, for the culture of the Air Jordan brand. What is Air Jordan doing for the community and all that. And when we're just saying these names, like, it's not a thing for like and let's make a disclaimer too, because I don't want none of them to I mean what if they flag the channel, whatever. But this message is intended to be for motivational. Well, what purpose is for? It's for the purpose of
It's consciousness. It's being conscious of what we actually doing from day to day. Like, just know where you place your money at is where you place your energy at. You know what I'm saying? So wherever your money go, energy flows. And money is a currency. Money is an energy. So this is not. We're not saying that to bash the brands and stuff like that. We just saying like, yo, we spend so much money with them,
that's the
but we
disclaimer.
don't even hear nothing from them. We don't hear nothing back from them. We don't
That's the
hear nothing from Ralph
disclaimer.
Lauren. We don't hear nothing back from, all these, purple label, all this stuff, like all this high end Amiri, all that stuff. That stuff is all from another side of the world. They making that stuff and they putting the name on it, and then they bring it here and they sell it for. Hold up, we got a lot of people in here. Yeah,
I am Brazil. Brazil is the best. We see you, Brazil. Um, I am energy is frequency. Yes, sir. Energy is frequency. I am positive
right.
thoughts, words, and actions create positive feelings. Positive feelings generate positive energy. Grounding. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All day. That's what we doing. We out
Yeah,
here.
facts. That's what we on. So when we spending our money on these type of things, we have to be. This is only for awareness purposes, being more conscious of where we spending our money at in the future. I'm not saying, yo, you could still buy
I
whatever
am.
you want to
I
buy.
got you as a moderator.
You could buy whatever you want to buy, but just be conscious of what you're doing, and understand that the war is going on right now, and people is getting killed for these Jordans and these clothings and stuff like that. So, it's just this video is mainly for the purpose of bringing awareness to your day-to-day things that you may not be paying attention to.
True though, being that we talking about brands. You know how within the COVID, within that COVID, the PPP loan generate like that whole little era. You know how many Mercedes Benz and Rolexes was purchased? You know how many Mercedes Benz and Rolexes was purchased? And at an all-time high, you know what I mean? And near one brand is nothing that they like. Go ahead, add on to that, my brother.
The flux of everybody having money at one time, but not everybody really on the same accord. So when we talk about reparations and stuff like that, we're not even on the same accord. We're not even really like meaningful with the money that we got. Even though if you hit lick for 20,000, that's not much money. If you don't have a plan, you have to have a plan still, and you got to be around the right people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be around people that's actually doing things in the community, doing businesses, and and getting these ideas. You can't do that and then think that you're gonna just survive. But that 20 gonna go fast, and you're not even getting the whole 20 anyway. So so
Let's just stay on topic though. Let's say
Rolex and for over shit, it's longer than I've been on Earth. You know what I'm saying? And we never really hear about Rolex. Rolex been passed down. What it was been passed. It was passed down to his son or something like that. Or some. I remember seeing something about a documentary about it. But this is the same thing that's people getting people killed out here. They buying Rollies, 10, 15, 20K, Rollies, 40K, and they out here, showing it off to people who don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? They around the same. You gonna buy a $20,000 watch, a $10,000 watch, whichever one you got. It's different flavors, right? You gonna buy that watch just to be around hood shit all day. You wanna be around hood niggas who just plotting on you. You ain't gonna go around no the community where people are really doing things on a high level, and you know But I don't want to go too far. But I'm saying that these companies, these brands, Mercedes, and Rolexes, those are big brands. They don't have to have commercials. People are gonna always check for them. People ain't looking for no commercial for Rolex. They just want to get one. They don't have to get it.
my thing too though too. Now, being that you conscious about what you saying, right? It's 6 degrees of separation is what they say. So like, people that I know, people like you, like we, all right, me and you know, we know the same person, and that know somebody else, but that's how vast anybody knows anybody. That's somebody who works on a board for Rolex or works on a board for any of these companies, and they're close enough to the streets to know what's going on, to where that information is supposed to be traveled. Because like, when does there any awareness come with what you saying? Oh, well, listen, responsible, wear our product responsibly. This is not a product that you wanna, yes, 6 degrees of separation. I am, when wear this product responsibly, or what, matter of fact, being that you purchased this product, I want you to come into this club. So whereas we're giving to the people that let's just say we have a club that's educating, not only just educating you on what you just purchased, but then also offering you into a club of some type of something of investment. To whereas it's like, all right, you purchase a watch, now we're going to bring you up into a club that, where you can wear your watch, where you're around other people, but then they're going to help show you how you can build off of what they just sold you. Something, just anything. That's just an idea I just came up with. But I'm like, anything that's helping towards someone from a left that don't care, that is not a care in the world. So back to what the title is saying, that um prestige, yes. What are these companies are doing for us, that you'll take your blood, sweat, and tears, your hard working money, um your hard working income taxes. You'll take your if you work hard on the streets or whatever you're doing, you take your hard earned money and you put it into this company, which is building them wealth. Now, if you never gave a thought to this, and I want y'all to take this in, that whoever's listening to this, to like, yo, you just hating because you ain't got one on, and nah, this is what it's about. Like, the rollie and all this. Cause now that's another thing I want to get at. You feel good when you get the rollie, right? How you feel when somebody take it off you? It's not a good feeling, right? Now you feel good when you spend the money on the rollie, but then it's like it's only a temporary feeling. Then too, you put the rollie on the side, you're really not wearing it. Then, like you said, where you really going with this? That it really matters. It's the same thing about buying a car. Right? You work every day. You park in a car, your car get nicks on it. You got a 70, 80, $90,000 car just parked on the side of the street for what? Birch. All right. Meanwhile, the people behind this vehicle, which are the companies, generational wealth on the top of generational wealth. Where, like you said, they in France somewhere sipping on some vino beano on a yacht. They children's upon children's upon children's is really living in but for you ain't talking about college, they living in wealth beyond wealth. The thing what you're talking about, generational wealth, all these YouTube generational wealthers and all this and all that. How, when, what, where? Celebrities, another one. You know, you got one person who wants to spend their whole life becoming a celebrity, so they're chasing celebrities. When they come to find out that a celebrity is just like me, those of them that's conscious, like, oh well, this is yeah, we all are this. We're humans. We're all the same people. They just worked harder at their at their job and their career. Not job but career, what they love to do to become who they become. It doesn't change a person. You know what I mean? A person is either a good person, they're not a good person. You know what I mean? Now, when you do become, it's like you treating someone else that's supporting to push you up into the algorithm into life, into this thing called the world of celebrities, entertainment world, and you don't even have nothing to give back. Not even a kind word. They say stuff on these networks that's really filthy and disgusting. You know what I mean? The way they even talk to people, like you try to stop and get a picture from somebody. See, like that's why I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do that. Like, but I would gauge somebody, and it depends on how their energy is. If I see it's like like they being mindful, like, hey, how you doing, and they're greeting people, then I understand they're open. But a lot of them real nasty and nasty and bitter people. They don't give two f's about nothing. You know what I'm saying? As long as they faces out there and they getting their dollar bill, they like he said, they gonna bird poop all on you. Like what? Like why you talking to me for? Get out of here, man.
So you gonna buy some $10,000 jeans, and they made it for about $20, and they sold you it for $10,000, so you could be like, "Ooh, I'm the only one with it. I'm the only one with it."
Anything else, then just like anything else, but it depreciates. There's no real value on it because like, all right, you spend 10 racks, then you gonna put it online. You still lost 500 or a couple of thousand if you try to sell it back to somebody. Like they ain't gonna give you dollar for dollar for what you paid for it. That ain't that best. Like
You only gonna wear it one time or once or twice because you took a picture and it's on Instagram now. So now you can't wear it no more because that's the standard now. People can't wear their clothes no more because they're gonna be out and they're gonna be taking pictures with it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh damn, how many times he had that shirt on? How many times he had?" So yeah, that's what people gonna say, man. It-
when I go purchase something and I pop a tag and I put something on, which I don't buy the crazy designers and all that, but I do still have to go to I still have to go to a consumer to get my wares or whatever. But you know, and I ain't gonna just like I'm not gonna unplug any companies or whatever. Not like even though we already did say names and all that, but like it's a good fit. Well, I always had a good feeling like I put a even if I put a fresh t-shirt on or something, you feel good. Fresh pair of socks, fresh pair of drawers, you feel good. I mean, I feel good, but I've learned throughout all these years to detach emotions and feelings with things. You know what I'm saying? Because like you like when it comes to these designers, it's like most people doing it because they want to impress people, whether it be female, male or female. So like they want to impress their peers. So if it's a dude or a female, they want to impress their peers or the other set, you know, of the whoever they're impressing, which has always been a standard. And then two, it's they feel in a line. I'm like, I'm down or I feel good because I have this. You know what I'm saying? It's like a status quo. It's like, yeah, I have this thing on. Now I'm, you know, I'm Superman. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a superhero now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the Rolly, I got the Benz. Like, but for how long? You know what I'm saying? As fast as you know what I mean? And I know because I've had things like, yeah, you rolling around, then after a while you sitting there like, man, what this shit got dust in it like anything else. Like, fuck this shit gotta go to the car wash. I'm tired of going to the car wash. Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait. Now I don't want this one. Oh, that's the newer one. Oh, I need that one now. Or you just saying, or after a while you riding, damn, you fixing this, fixing that. Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm still paying the note. Like, nah, man, like the note just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. I love Nike shoes. Feels like walking on air. All right. I am. You love Nike shoes. You feel like you're walking on air. All right. Let's talk about Nike then. Go ahead. So we just spoke about Air Jordan, but go ahead. Who you want to talk about Nike? Say walking on air. I mean, all right.
Preference is preference. If you like Nikes, then I got a pair of Nikes on now. I got some Dunks. You know what I'm saying? So what am I? I like Nikes too. So but Nike, but Nike not.
Go ahead.
We should do something for the Black community, yo. We should like throw an event for people who want to get together and you know connect and meet and, and stuff like that with the Nike company.
I'm not cutting you off, good brother, but like even when they throw those events in all they like fake give backs, a lot of these companies are only those are tax write-offs. Because once you make a certain amount of money, you gotta get rid of money because for tax purposes. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of these companies when they do certain like right here, I ain't going nowhere. Those are all just things to wash the money. You know what I mean?
Sound. Oh, all right, you back? Yeah. Yeah, Nike. I mean, yeah, Nike do got sponsors. They do events. Um, but they still
I get you. Okay. Okay. All right. Appreciate you. All right, bet. All right.
sound sound. Yo, you hear me?
Oh.
Uh-oh, I hear you now. No, oh, what happened to you? I heard you for a second and then it just cut off. Ah, yeah, you back.
Apologies if you was on a live. Yeah, business. We multitasking out here, so always expect it. The unexpected when you on this thing. I see you down there. Oh, that's the good brother, man. Yeah, you gotta come up, man. On the next one, man. You more than welcome, man. Come up, I am. You know what I mean? We definitely will pull you up. I'll send you the link, and you definitely could come up and give your perspective. Um, if you just joining a live, just read the title. We speaking about celebrities that don't support back the fans 100%. We speaking about designer companies that we all support or supported at one time, but they don't do nothing for the culture that supports them. Meanwhile, we're supporting their generational wealth that's wealthy beyond wealthy beyond wealthy beyond wealthy beyond wealthy. You know what I mean? That's in a whole nother country and a whole nother culture. I want to make this a two-part series because I also want to speak about something that I spoke about a few years ago. Like I noticed everybody has a problem um with the LGBTQ community, like a lot of different people, like. But this is something that I want. But they wear these pants that's not fitting, shirts that's all tight, that come from France and London, and that's what these people they create these designer clothes that majority of these clothes come from, and I don't see nobody having a problem. They spend their money all in supporting that lifestyle. You know what I mean? So like that's another one I want to talk about on the next one. Like I really want to go in. They wear those sneakers and all that, all them Marys and all this other like, oh, I don't do gay and all this and all that. You don't do gay, but you wearing gay, like you know what I mean? Like I don't like lot of them. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm caught in the storm right now. I can hear you, but I gotta try to get these plugs in. It's bad out here, man. Look at this, man. I'm dealing with raining. This shit's a storm, brother. So where we at? Where we at? I mean, you
To buy, you know, get whatever you want to get, but just know that they don't care about the culture. They are vultures, and once I know that, man, I feel good. I could go to anywhere. I could go to I'm just naming brands, but I could go to Zara, I could go to different store brands. I could go to Zara, I could go to H&M, I could get something that totally looks great on me, and I can still feel good and don't have to spend $800, $900 on a pair of jeans or shirt. To be looking like, a feel good, like give me an edge up, give me a nice clean shirt or like a a regular shirt, a button-up shirt, or give me that. Some jeans, some nice jeans, some clean sneakers. Hey, okay, some clean shoes. Throw on the shoes. Right, I'm good. I don't need all that. And all of that stuff that we named, we pretty much had in the past before. So, it's like I guess some people still need to get it out their system. So, and then some people, that's all they ever wanted. Everything they wanted to do was for that. But in 2025, we not doing that. Mm-mm. You can't even. We like a lot of shit that we were ignorant to. Like we in the age now. If you ignorant now, man, you fucking missing out, man. Cause I don't understand. Like the information is abundant. So if you either not looking for it or you just like I don't give a fuck. Everything is there. Everything is here for us to understand and go down the rabbit hole and take a look at. So most people just living in an illusion and they caught in this media world and thinking that that stuff is what really matters. That's how I'm gonna get a girl. That's how I'm gonna get a man or whatever the case may be. Because the chicks do it too.
You get this person or you wear that, you get that crowd of people. Like, when was the inception of that? Like I wonder when did the inception of that start?
These in the 90s.
You know what I'm saying? Like that generation was like, the speakeasies, the bars with the jazz playing, and everybody's wearing suits and shit. They wasn't even, good shoe. You know what I mean? But at the time, they was getting shoes shined and all that. So you have a pair of shoes, but it was hard to come on a dollar. A dollar was a lot of money back then. So it was like people wasn't really, those who had was able to get tailor made suits and stuff like that. But like other than that, it was just like you got a good slack on, which was really it was like working in your slacks. You was working in your clothes, go home, wash my hand, and you was good to put those back on. So I'm like, when did the inception come? Like like we got to do some research on that, man, so that we could come back and talk about this, man, because it's like, and that's not only with our culture, because it's the other, other people do it too. That if you ever go shopping in some places, outlets, more like you'll see Asian people spending big money on like designer stuff, like big money. You see a lot of tourist people. You see a lot of people from these different countries come in. They go like, they go on to buy them watches and roll it. They buy a lot of designer stuff too, as well. But then equally, we got an area called Canal Street. For a lot of y'all that don't know what that is, you go down there, you see a lot of people that's tourists. They buying, which is not like, and there's more the other culture than ours, like buying fake purses and fake jewelry and watches and stuff like that too. So it's like equally like, rationed out. Like really, if you really want to be honest, like just if you just got to sit around and watch the influx, you know what I mean? So, because I've been, yeah, 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 yeah.
Get too right.
major public. I don't want to know which news thing, but you didn't see that when they just said that the designer, yeah, and they were saying that all like they were selling all of that bootleg inside the real stores, which really ain't which really bootleg. See, that's why I too like people. Come on, this the same thing. It's just a different quality material or the way they print the stuff. Like it's coming from the same place, like you said. It's all coming from the same tech.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's the same shit. So you can go you could go pay that the high end amount of money, but somebody else is gonna pay for cheaper and still just be out here just fronting with that shit on too. And I don't knock it. I really don't. I really don't knock it. I mean, yeah, it can be embarrassing when somebody find out, but to some people, but yeah, hey, get it, do what you gotta do. But
Like, cause all the rappers is going there, like they selling all of them junk. I I give a like word they like they're giving you bust down watches and all this and that. I'm like the watch first off ain't even the watch is not even an original piece. Like it's not original Rolex. It's not an original what's the other watches that everybody want to buy right now?
now, and it's shit. Look, yeah, you lost already.
Able to be educated on this, but like a lot of us are just like still, lost in the sauce. So like, this is a very informative channel that me and my brother Hoop wind down. Um, we also plug our other brother that they also could get a good educational Overton intelligence. What's his page? The good brother. His YouTube page. Universal Eye. You can go. You want to get a good, you want to find out about a good book to read or something like that. That's another thing too, though. Too, y'all don't support libraries, right? Libraries are free, right? Now, like see, this is why I love stuff like this. You could go to a library for free. You can get any book you want. You could come get a book, bring the book back. Some people they don't never bring the books back. You keep the book. They ain't putting it on your credit report and all this and all that. I don't know about this day and age though, but still. But this is the thing. You can't go nowhere, and knowledge is free. You got all these YouTube, yeah, pay for this, pay for that, pay for what? Pay for what? Pay for what? You can go right to the library and get a good. So with that being said, man, we're gonna keep bringing we're gonna keep bringing it to y'all, man. We're gonna keep just spreading awareness, man, getting these good messages out there, man. And I'm loving it, man. Like I'm loving it where we going, man. And the numbers ain't nothing, man. Like as long as we staying true to what we doing and we keep putting up the numbers by putting up a good word, standing on principle, moral, and value. It's quality over quantity, man. Quality over quantity, man. And that's what we putting out, man. No, and just taking the time, like, oh, they was dropping this, they was dropping that. It'll come back to them. They be like, oh, nah, that was some good content right there. And I know it's good content. All right, bet. And as always, man, peace, love, happiness, and life. Our life is which is the true prosperity, which is in all of us. Everything else around us is just a tool, man. And it's always all love, man. Blessings to everybody.